Thank you for purchasing the Super Affiliate Link Cloaker. Now I'm going to take you through the installation process. So this is meant to accompany the step-by-step PDF that I included. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is create a database. So if you log into your cPanel, as you can see I'm using HostGator, and scroll down towards the bottom of the screen, you will see this Databases heading. Just click on MySQL Database Wizard. And from here, you're just going to name your database. So in this case, I'm just going to name mine Super and click on Next Step. And for the username, I'm going to just create the username Super, set a password for the database, and click on the Create User button. On the next screen, I'm going to click this box that says All Privileges, and then I'm going to click on the Next Step button. So from here, you definitely want to write this down. This is the user for your database, the username for the database, and this is the actual name of the database. So you definitely want to write these down because we're going to need them when we are installing the Cloaker. So the next thing we are going to do is begin uploading the files. So I'm going to click Return Home. And if you're familiar with using FTP, you can FTP the files up to your server. A lot of people aren't familiar with using FTP, so I'm going to show you another way to do it. And that's by scrolling down and clicking on the File Manager under the Files heading. And then if you click this dot next to document root 4, and then you can just use the drop down box and select the domain name and then click Go. So from here, the first thing we are going to do is click on this upload icon in the top menu bar, and I'm going to click on the choose file. So now you could search your computer for the folder name Super Affiliate Link Cloaker and just click the open button. And now we are going to click on the zipped file for the name Cloaker and then just hit open. So after this is 100% complete, which shouldn't take more than a couple seconds, you can select back to home, this bottom link. So now on the cloaker.zip, I'm going to place a check mark next to it, come up here and click on the extract icon, and then just click on extract file. When the pop-up box appears, you can just click close. So next we have this cloak.zip still in here, so I can just click on that and come up here and click on delete and delete files. And now if we double click on our Cloaker folder, it will open up the Cloaker folder, and these are all the files for the Cloaker. So I'm going to click on this select all button and then click on this move file icon. So now from here, what we want to do is erase the word Cloaker. So just delete the word Cloaker and hit move files. After that's complete, we can click back, and then from there we can delete this Cloaker folder. So you would simply place a check mark next to the Cloaker folder and click on this delete button. The next thing we need to do is click on this Cloaker config file, so just place a check mark next to that and come up here and click on the change permissions icon. And we want to make this writable, so just place a check mark in the two check marks in the right column. It should be 777 on the permissions line, and then just hit change permissions. So now we are ready to install. So if you go to your domain name.com/cloaker install PHP and just enter that in the address bar, you will see this install up here. So this is where you actually install the Cloaker. So the database name, and the database password, the database username, database password, and now we select a username and a password for the admin area, and that is the back end of the Cloaker. So this is where you would actually go in, log in, and then start using the Cloaker. So you need to set a username and password. And then simply click the submit button. So now, as you can see, this has been a success. So now you can immediately start using the Cloaker if you would like. But before we start doing that, what I typically do is I will return to my HostGator control panel, and once again click on the file manager. And then you would go in, and where it says Cloaker config, you would click on that once again, hit change permissions, and then you want to reset that to 755. So unclick the right for group and world, and then just click on the change permissions. Now anytime you would like to use the Cloaker, you would simply go to yourdomainname.com/Cloaker, and then login.php, and that will bring you to the actual login screen where you can just type in your username and your password, log in, and you now have access to the Cloaker, so you can begin cloaking affiliate links.